Hi there, welcome you all to an asset theme action. An asset theme action is an exclusive author theme forest. Muhammad Sohail Rana is here with a documentational tutorial from an asset theme action. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to manually install WordPress to your site through FileZilla, the FTP client software. But before we step through the main process, we'll start by running through a list what options available for WordPress installation that we can choose from. Here are 3 options available that you see. You can choose and go through any one of the processes that you might feel comfortable. Number 1. WordPress installation through File Manager. Number 2. WordPress installation through FileZilla, the FTP client software. Number 3. WordPress installation using Softaculous, the app installer software. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you the second one, that means WordPress installation through FileZilla. Let's dive in. At first, we need to download and install FileZilla software. We can download it by going to this site. Just go ahead and download it to your computer and then install as you install any other software. We're gonna be using this software in the next few minutes. And now we need to collect the most current version of WordPress. We can get a copy of this by simply going to wordpress.org/download. We're gonna download the WordPress zip file to our computer. Just click on this button. Now we need to log on to cPanel, that means control panel. If you have control panel, then it's okay, but if you don't, you might have any other panel. In case you don't know which your panel is, consult your host, then log on to your panel, whatever it is. From this panel, I'm going to create a database first. Scroll to where it says MySQL databases. Click on it. Give your database a name. I'll call mine portf, but you name yours. Create user database. Go back. Now we need to create a username and password. So scroll to where it says add new user. I'll use the same name, but you can name it whatever you want it to be. Create an extreme password. We can do it by simply clicking on this button, password generator, or we can use a password of our own making. I'm using my own making password. Re-enter your password. Look, this is not the info you'll be using to log into your site admin panel. This is the info WordPress will be using to connect to this database. Don't forget to store it in a safe and secure location so you can use in one of the following steps. I'm gonna store it in my text file, and of course remember to save this prefix. Copy and paste with your database name and username. So user. Go back. Now we need to add this username to this database. So scroll to where it says add user to database. Choose your username, portf, and choose your database name, portf. Check the all privileges box, make changes. So now we have a database, right? Now open the FileZilla software. This is my FileZilla software interface. At the very top of this interface, you're gonna see the 3 info boxes: hostname, username, password. Your host will provide you with this info. So check with your host to collect this info and then enter your info in these boxes. Then click quick connect. But in my case, I'm just gonna click on this arrow, and from the open the drop down list, I'm going to click on my desired host name. Actually, once you connect once, it will store a list of your connection history, and if you wanna connect to it later on, you can actually do that. Just click. Once the FileZilla software connect to your host, you will see the interface splits into two parts. The left part is for your computer side and the right part is for your remote site. That means your host site. Now what we need to do is we need to navigate to public HTML directory. Double click on it. This directory is what your server uses to display your content publicly. So we are going to install our WordPress in this directory. Look, if we install my WordPress in this directory directly, my site URL would be something like this: and as a theme action .website. But you see, I have some other sites installed in this directory, so I'm gonna create a folder in this directory. Create directory. I'll name it porcess. You can name it whatever you choose. Okay, porcess. Open up this. Now this is where I'm going to install my WordPress, and in this case my site URL would be and as a theme action.website, my folder name porcess. Look, I'm installing my WordPress to my primary or main domain. If you are using an add-on or a subdomain, you'll need to locate your directory folder for that domain. Now at this point, what I'm going to do is to unzip my WordPress installation zip file. In this case, I've already unzipped it. Open the unzipped folder. Select all this folder. Just drag and drop it into this empty folder. Our files are being uploaded. That you see, it might take some time depending on your net. Look, our files are uploaded. If you have any files in this option failed transfers, then you have to re-upload those files. Now our files are uploaded fully, so open a new tab, enter your site URL, choose your language. We have already collected this info, so let's go. Now fill up this form. I'm gonna retrieve my info from my text file. Here is my database info, database name, password, localhost, leave it as it is. Table prefix, you must change your table prefix for security reason. I'll change it to PDF. Then click submit. Run the install. Now fill up this form, give a site title name. You can name it whatever you want it to be. I'll name it porcess. Username, create a username and password. Look, this username and password are not the same we've used in our database creation process. This info, you will need this info when you attempt to log into your site admin panel, so don't disclose this to others, and of course store it in a safe and secure location. I'll save it in my same text file. Username, password, email. Give a valid email address. This is very important because WordPress will communicate with you via this email. Suppose if you get your password, you can then recover the password by this email, so make sure this is valid. search engine visibility. If we check it, it will discourage search engines from indexing this site, and for now we'll check it as our site isn't ready yet. But don't worry, we can uncheck it from our site admin panel as soon as our site is ready. Then click install WordPress. Here we are. Login. Give your username. Of course, it is admin info. Password. This is our WordPress site admin panel interface. From this interface, we'll be controlling our whole site. Click on this site title. This is our WordPress front-end display. This is what your visitor see. At this moment, we see a default WordPress theme display. So our WordPress site is up and ready for us to customize. We are almost at the end of this tutorial. In our upcoming tutorial, we're gonna show you how to install WordPress using Software. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course you are most welcome to visit our ThemeForest author profile. You can't miss it. Maybe you'll find your most desired WordPress theme there. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.